Hey guys, this is Chodaros, and today we're going to be making the Aqueduct bracelet designed by Suzanne HB, or Crazy Just Might Work on Instagram. So this bracelet does require the rainbow loom or any other loom that you can possibly take apart, because you need a your pin bars. You need 5 pins, 2 pin bars in the staggered configuration. So you have color opportunities, especially the different types of bands that are out now. Like Rainbow Loom has added so many bands to their collection, which is great because some of them are thick, some of them are thin, and whatnot. So if you want a thicker look like this, you would want to use one of the thicker bands, such as the Sweets, the Silks, Medievals, any of the silicone bands such. And if you want a tighter look, you would use, like I used in the middle, it's the silicone or the metallic gold, but you could just pick what kind of look that you're wanting. So this is the signature side. I was playing around with it a bit, and you can kind of even pull out the sides if you really wanted to bring out that middle. Okay, and then this side, that's the back, which is completely wearable to me as well. So super simple design, doesn't take much time or bands. So let's get our supplies and get started. We're gonna zip on through this one before my little man comes running through that door screaming this fictitious name. He keeps calling me Mother. So you will need 2 pin bars in the staggered configuration. So it's basically exactly how you normally would have your loom, minus 1 pin bar. Me being left-handed, my pins opening is facing to the left so I can loop, and if you're right, just turn it around. I'm going to be using the silk, the blue silk from Rainbow Loom, as well as the metallic gold. So you can pick anywhere you want to begin. I'm going to do mine here. So you're just going to take 1 band and wrap it around 2 pins, and then another band around 1 more pin with this side. I'm not crazy about twisted pins. Okay, after you do that, we're going to take this front band and we're going to grab our hook and pull it back over this peg back here. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side, like that. Push your bands down. Okay. And then we're going to grab another band and place it back there. So when you're doing your color choices or even band types, the 2 bands that we're placing in the front are going to be the loopy parts on the side, and then the band that you place in the back is going to be the middle strip that has a tighter hold on the bracelet. So if you want a certain band to be on the outside because it's like frilly or fringy, that's how this is going to end. So after we put this band on back here, we're going to take the back part of the band and pull that over this front middle peg like that. Okay, and this is the entire bracelet process. After we put these 3 bands on, we're going to go to this middle peg here and we're going to loop over. We have 2 bands on here. We're going to loop both bands up and over the top, leaving 1 band, and then we're going to do these 2 pegs back here. So I'm just going to switch it around this first time so you can see. Now there's only 1 band on this peg, so we're going to take the bottom band up and over on both pegs. Okay, I'm not going to switch it around again. Just wanted to do it. So this is what your loom should look like. So you'll have two long bands here, and then you'll have like a cross here in the middle, like that. And then we start it all over again. And another thing is, if you wanted to have a, you know, say for example you wanted your fringe on the outside to be black and white, then you would just, this would be the time that you would add your second color, and then you'd go back to the black, and then you'd do the white, if you wanted to change up your colors. So we always place these two bands on together before we do any type of looming. So we take the front back to that back peg, front to the back peg, and then we take our next band, place it on the back two bars, two pins, and now we can do our looping. So we want to start with this center one, and again, two bands down there, up and over, and we go to these back two pins. So we have two bands back there that we need to pull up and over. So it does look different now because we have two bands on the bottom to pull over. So you can see that it's tight up against the peg. And then we have two on this peg pulling up and over. Okay, so again, we still have that long stretch, but we're adding this right here. These bands are what the center bands are, the tight knit in the design. So now that we have two bands on these outer pegs in the front, we can go ahead and loop the bottom one up and over. So it's the loose band. So it's supposed to be loose like that. Push your bands down, and then we start it over again. Okay, we pull this on over, and then we place our center band, pull this on over, and then loom over every band on every peg, leaving just one, like that. Okay, pulling that front one over, front one, and then adding our back band and grabbing the back part and pulling that to the front middle. Push it down and grab every band on this peg, except for the first, up and over. Go to the back, pull both bands on the bottom, up and over, and then in the front, the bottom band up and over. Such a simple design, so clever. It's amazing to me. Excuse me, that there are still such simple designs that we can do after there are like thousands of designs that have already been created on the loom. Oops. Hold the bottom. And then your sides. We'll do one more and then we can pull it out on the bottom and see. So Suzanne had posted on Instagram, I believe it was her first rendition, or the original, and she did it all in silks, and it's beautiful, it's thick. And then she posted another one that is in opaque, so it was a dramatic difference. You could really tell. So it all depends if you want it to be a thick bracelet or thin. Okay, so if we turn our looms over, don't just grab one band. Try to grab as many as you can with your hook, because if you just grab one, you're going to stretch like one band out of place. So try to grab a few. And then we want to pull it down like that, and then take your hook out, and you can see the design. So this is the signature side that's facing you, and then if you turn it over, you have like 2 single chains going up the back. I like it pretty. So once you do that, you kind of have to slide it to the side a bit, because or your loom won't be able to sit down. So I will do a few more with you, and then we will meet up back at the end so we can close it up. I'm not sure if it matters on the order of the pegs that you pull the bands over. I just did exactly how Suzanne showed. So if you accidentally pull one side over that you wasn't in your pattern, it may not make a difference. I'm not sure. Alright, do one more with you, and then we'll meet back. Oop. I know it does matter if you do not pull back that band before you place this one, because I've already done that. Alrighty. I think we got enough started here. Confident you guys can go ahead. If you need more help, just go ahead and rewind it. So we will meet back here in a minute to close it up. Alrighty. You should be at the end of making your bracelet. So this is the signature side, and the back came out pretty good. So totally loving the closure, because I am not a closure person. So all that we're doing, we're taking every single rubber band on the outside pegs and putting it on this middle one, starting back here. So just take it, place it, take it, place it, take it, place it, take it, place it. Once you do that, just grab your border band color, and we're just simply going to pull a band through. How do I do this so you can see it, because I'm left-handed? Just like we would normally close up a loom bracelet, So you're just going to take a band and pull it up through all of those bands like that, and pull it off your loom. Oh, cool. It's amazing how different bands will give you a different look. So in my case here, all of these bands, they're like have an edge, the silks, and then it curls, and then you have your inside. And then on the back, it kind of sticks these chains in like a 3D way. So it's totally wearable both ways. Awesome, awesome design, once again by the great Suzanne HB. So all we would need to do is take our C-clip and attach. Like so. And then attach to this end. And that's it, we're done. So I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial, and I have quite a few more that are coming up, so you might want to stay tuned. Some blinged, some not, but be sure to hashtag us on Instagram and let us know your thoughts. Love to see your color combos and whatnot. So have fun looming, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.